All right, so with all the uncertainty about the coronavirus outbreak, many people have questions about whether they should travel and how they can keep themselves healthy if they do travel.
Yeah, so let's talk to Dr. Nadeen White. She's also a travel blogger as well as a practicing medical doctor. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. I know there are a lot of people struggling with, do I take my family on this trip? Do I not?
Right.
How do you make that determination that it's right or wrong for you?
Sure. Well, thanks for having me, first of all. I think it's
course.
important to get the facts out there and for
Very
people to make decisions based on themselves, their own family. Every situation is going to be different. But the thing that they first need to look at is the travel advisories. So on the CDC and State Department websites, they have travel advisories from level 1 to 4. 3 and 4 are the most serious advisories. So for instance, on the CDC website, level 3 is to avoid non-essential travel. On the State Department, that's similar for level 3, and level 4 is do not travel. So the first thing you have to look at is what's your destination, where are you going to? So right now there's limitations on travel to China, South Korea, Italy, and Iran. So I would say if you had plans to go to any of those countries in the next few weeks, then you should not go.
There's this kind of gray area, though, especially when it comes to domestic travel, right?
Right.
I mean, for me, especially, I mean, not especially, but me included, you know,
Yeah.
my parents were scheduled to fly to Atlanta from California in a couple of days from now, and we're really reconsidering. But let's say you do fly.
Right.
What precautions do you need to take? I mean, should you take your wipes and wipe everything
Absolutely,
down?
absolutely. So the main way that they feel it's spread is by respiratory molecules. So basically somebody coughs or sneezes near you, usually within 6 feet. That's the most likely way that you're going to get it, is being in contact with somebody who has the virus. But the virus does live on inanimate objects, so it can live on the tray tables, the armrests. The airlines are doing a good job of beefing up cleaning the planes in between flights, but I definitely recommend bringing your own disinfectant wipes, wipe everything down, the window, the tray table, the arms. And then there's a study that shows that window seats, you're better in the window seat in terms of being away from people who may be sick.
Good to know.
Yeah, there's a study that showed that. So if you get to pick a window seat, clean everything down, be in your window seat, and you should be good.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, some people might just be most comfortable canceling their trip, but
Yes.
can they do? I mean, nobody wants to just throw that money away.
Exactly.
Are companies open or embracing
Yes.
the idea that, you know what, if you want to get a credit for a year?
Absolutely. So
do that.
all the major airlines, United, Delta, American Airlines, even JetBlue, they have now that you can not necessarily cancel, but you can reschedule. So if you book flights between end of February through the end of March, you can call them and they'll reschedule your flights. There's no penalty, there's no cancellation fee. So that's great. Amtrak is doing that, cruise lines are doing that. So for those countries, I think it would be easy because the flights aren't going there. So you may not have to decide on your own, oh, I can't go to Beijing because all the flights there are canceled. But if it's even like a level 2 like Japan and you decide not to go, then they are waiving cancellation fees for that time period.
So what would you do about going to events where there's a lot of people? You know, I have a concert coming up here in Atlanta that I may get a refund, try to get a refund on. I have families who've asked me, as if I'm the expert, I don't know, should we continue with their trip to Disneyland? Because you know, kids love to touch everything and stick everything in their mouth.
Yes, Disneyland is major. So right now there's no restrictions on U.S. travel. So that's the first thing. The second thing is kids have not been affected greatly by this virus, and they're still trying to figure out why, but it's also a good thing. There have been no deaths under the age of 9. And when kids have gotten the virus, it's been mild, like cold symptoms, cough, runny nose. So if parents do decide to go to large gatherings like that, Disney World is pretty large. Definitely practicing proper hygiene, having a lot of hand sanitizer, try and avoid being around anyone that you know of is sick. So yes, right now everything is running in terms of the parks like Disney World, but as you know, a lot of major conferences have been canceled. So even South by Southwest just canceled.
Yes, last night.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. So social distancing is the main thing that the CDC is trying to get out. So if you do not have to be around large groups of people,
do it.
then don't do it.
We appreciate the practical advice, Dr. Nadeen White. Thank you very much.
No
Thank you for being
problem.
here.